In this video, I'm going to show you a great drill that will help you win more 8-ball games in leagues or tournaments. So if you're ready, let's get started. One issue that many 8-ball players have is that when they walk up to a full table of 8-ball, they struggle with creating a decent game plan for a runout. And when there are 15 balls on the table, for many people it can become overwhelming. So they just start pocketing balls with no clear game plan, and this usually leads to a dead run. When I work with students who have issues in creating patterns in 8-ball, I start them off with simple 3 and 4 ball patterns. If you can't find the correct pattern for 3 and 4 ball layouts, then you're always going to struggle when playing 8-ball in leagues and tournaments. The first step in choosing patterns is recognizing when balls connect with each other. And that's what this video is all about. Once you learn how to recognize connecting balls within an 8-ball rack, it will start to simplify many patterns and give you the best chance at running out. Now you'll sometimes hear someone say that it doesn't matter how you run out the table as long as you run them out. And this is true in a tournament or league setting where it's do or die. But when you're training, you really need to demand more out of your game. And this means taking more time when choosing patterns. In this layout, we have 2 balls that connect with each other, the 10 ball and 11 ball. And when we talk about balls that connect with each other, that just means if we pocket the 12 ball and end up on the 11 ball pocket line, all we have to do is pocket the 11 ball and we'll have automatic shape on the 10 ball to get on the 8 ball. In this pattern, the 8 ball is now on the end rail, so the 11 ball and 10 ball are no longer connected. Since if we pocket the 11 ball, we now have an angle on the 10 ball that goes away from the 8 ball. But if we look at the 12 and 10 ball, these 2 balls are now connected. So if we pocket the 11 ball and end up on or near the 12 ball pocket line, all we have to do is pocket the 12 ball and we'll have the correct angle on the 10 ball to get on the 8 ball. Being able to recognize when balls connect with each other will simplify many 8-ball patterns. For example, in this pattern, there are a few different ways to run out, but if we choose a pattern where the balls connect with each other, our chances of a run out become much higher. For instance, in this layout, it looks like the 15 and 11 ball are connected. So we would have to pocket the 13 ball and end up on or near the 15 ball pocket line. Then a stop shot will give us the angle we would need on the 11 ball to get on the 8 ball. The other run out would be shooting the 11, 13, then 15 ball. In this run out, all 3 balls connect with each other. So I can pocket the 11 ball and I don't need to do too much to have a straight in shot on the 13 ball. Holding the cue ball near the 13 ball gives me the ideal angle on the 15 ball to get on the 8 ball. So while both runouts will work, in the second runout all 3 balls connect with each other, which means I should be able to shoot this pattern over and over again with similar results. And as we can see, my cue ball consistently hits near the same area on the side rail for shape on the 8 ball. So when playing 8-ball, finding the balls that connect with each other is going to help simplify many patterns and will give you a much better chance at running out. For instance, in this game, study the layout for solids and see if you can find which balls connect with each other. Okay, if we start here with the 4 ball, this ball connects with the 6 ball and the 6 ball connects with the 7 ball. So we don't have to do too much with the cue ball to get shape for the 7 ball. Once we're on the 7, however, we're going to need to do a little bit of work to create position for the solids on the other half of the table. Now let's study the 4 solids on the other side of the table. It looks like the 1 ball connects to the 5 ball, which connects to the 3 ball. And if we can get near the 3 ball pocket line, the 3 ball connects to the 2 ball. So this angle on the 2 ball will send the cue ball down table for shape on the 4 ball. If we were going to run out the solids, we would probably choose this pattern since it gives us the best chance of running out. When you first start these drills, throw 3 solids or stripes on the table along with the 8 ball. Now study the rack and try to determine if any of the balls connect with each other. For instance, in this rack, we can see that the 9 ball connects with the 11 ball, which connects to the 15 ball, and this connects to the 8 ball. When I pocket the 9, it gives me a slight angle that I can use to slide the cue ball up for the 15 ball. Killing the cue ball near the 15 gives me my shot for the 8 ball. And when you find your pattern, always check to see if there's an alternative pattern that might work a little better. For instance, in this pattern, we have a treble ball with the 15, and a common rule of thumb is to always shoot your treble ball first in 8 ball. If we pocket the 15 first, we can slide over for the 11 ball, and a stop shot on the 11 ball gives us shape on the 10 ball to get on the 8. The danger in this pattern would be pocketing the 15 ball and ending up on the wrong side of the 11 ball pocket line, which means we'll have to work a little harder to get back for the 10 ball. Another danger is pocketing the 15 ball and ending up too far away from the 11 ball. Here is an alternative pattern. In this pattern, the 11 ball is connected to the 10 ball. A stop shot on the 11 ball will give me shape on the 10 ball. Rolling the 10 ball in with center high gives us shape for the 15 ball. This pattern was fairly easy to execute, and it's a pattern that is easy to repeat over and over again. So this pattern might be a better choice. And remember, the object of these drills is to not just run out the pattern. For instance here, I'm running out the patterns, but my cue ball is all over the place. So even if I do run out, it's not going to be very beneficial to my 8 ball game. When you're training like this, it does matter what pattern you choose for a run out. Getting into the habit of choosing easier patterns is going to mean more wins in your 8 ball leagues and tournaments. You'll know you've chosen the correct pattern when you can set up the pattern over and over again and your cue ball ends up near the same area for each ball. When you start improving on your pattern selection for 3 ball layouts, move on to 4 ball patterns. Study this layout and see if you can find the best pattern for a run out. In this pattern, all 4 stripes connect with each other. The 15 ball connects with the 10 ball, which connects with the 13 ball, which connects to the 9 ball. So we don't have to do too much with the cue ball to run out the stripes. As long as we end up below the 9 ball pocket line, we're going to have a simple stun shot on the 9 ball to get on the 8 ball. Study this pattern and try to find which balls connect with each other. If we study this pattern, we can see that the 10, 11, and 15 ball are all connected with each other. So if we ended up here in the 15 ball, it wouldn't take much to roll in the 15 ball and send the cue ball toward the 8 ball. If we start with the 9 ball, we can pocket it in the corner and slide the cue ball toward the 10 ball. The danger would be coming up a bit short or ending up with a slight angle on the 10 ball, which, on a table with tight pockets, could be a difficult shot. The other option is to place the cue ball here at a slight angle and just hit your mark on the side rail with high action. The goal is to get near the 10 ball pocket line. Once you're here, you can kill the cue ball near the 10 ball, which gives you shape on the 11 ball. When we pocket the 11 ball, we don't need to do too much to have shape on the 15 ball. At this angle, we just need to roll in the 15 with a touch of left spin. And this is a pattern that is very repeatable. Here's the next pattern. Try to find the balls which connect with each other. In this pattern, the 9, 15, and 10 ball all connect with each other. So if we pocket the 9 and 15 ball, we'll end up here for the 10 ball. This angle will send the cue ball toward the side rail for shape on the 8 ball. So the key shot here is to pocket the 11 ball and end up on or near the 9 ball pocket line. The best way to get the cue ball near the 9 ball pocket line is to use high action to send the cue ball toward the side rail. And when you do this, find where the 9 ball pocket line meets the rail. This will be your target for the cue ball. Once we're here, it won't take much effort to pocket the next 3 balls for shape on the 8 ball. So when you practice this drill, after you throw the balls out on the table, mark each ball with a sticker. Now decide on the best pattern for a run out. Be very precise in where you want the cue ball to end up for each shot. There should be a flow to the pattern as one ball leads to another. And while you're performing this drill, watch for any problem shots that may come up. You can download the problem shots template on the Patreon page. If you choose the correct pattern, you should be able to perform the pattern again with the cue ball landing in similar locations for each ball. Even though we don't have any obstacle balls in these patterns, we still need to focus on tight control of the cue ball. Be very specific about what area you want the cue ball to land in for each shot. As you start adding more balls to your patterns, without precise control of the cue ball, it will be much easier to get into trouble. When doing this drill, be aware of pocket lines as you choose your pattern. For instance, in this pattern, we can see that these 3 balls are connected. So if I end up on the pocket line for the 2 ball, either here or here, I can pocket the 2 ball and then the 5 ball in the side pocket, and I should have shape on the 1 ball that I can use to get on the 8 ball. The issue is getting on the 2 ball pocket line from the 6 ball. When I work with students and they explain their runs to me, I have them break the run down into each shot. So if their run involves pocketing the 6 ball and getting here on the 2 ball, my question would be, how many times out of 10 can you land on the pocket line from the 6 ball? And if you go a little past the 2 ball pocket line, how many times out of 10 can you pocket the 2 ball and still get on the 5 ball? Or they tell me they're going to pocket the 6 ball and land here on the 2 ball pocket line. The point is, when you're creating a pattern for a run out, examine each shot and determine if it's a shot that has a high percentage rate. And if you miss your target area, are you skilled enough to get back into line? And which side of the pocket line should you favor? In this pattern, this run out is very doable, but let's see if there's another pattern that may work better. If we examine the rack again, we can see that all 4 balls are connected if we start with the 1 ball. And this should be a pattern that is easy to duplicate over and over again. When choosing patterns, first find which balls are connected, then decide which pattern will be the easiest for you to duplicate over and over again. Pool games, especially 8 ball, is all about choosing patterns that give you the best chance of winning. And the more you integrate this drill into your training, the easier it will be to find run-out patterns when playing in leagues and tournaments. Seeing the proper patterns is a skill that requires many hours of practice. But the more you practice this drill, the quicker you'll become at spotting the best patterns. For instance, in this game of 8 ball, we just broke and made a ball. So we have our pick of solids or stripes. Study the stripes and see if you can find which balls are connected, and the 8 ball can go in either corner pocket. In this pattern, if we can pocket the 12 ball and hold the cue ball in the same area for the 14 ball, all the stripes connect with each other. A high angle in the 13 ball will send the cue ball toward the 9 ball. Once we pocket the 9 ball, we have an angle in the 15 ball that we can use to get on the 10 ball. In the next video, we're going to be going over 5 ball patterns. In later videos, we'll be working on 6 and 7 ball patterns with blocker balls. But if you're just starting this drill, start with 3 balls first, and gradually work your way up to more balls the more skilled you become at this exercise.